Hi everybody, I'm Joe Parker of the Pixel Depot, and today we're going to do another
Mail call.
That's right, today we're going to do some unboxing of Walthers' new HO scale bi-level auto rack cars that I got in recently. And this is just one of the things that we do here on the Pixel Depot channel. It's a model railroading channel where we cover things like this, as well as hints, tips, how-tos, and updates. So I hope you'll subscribe and follow along, and don't forget to click the bell so that you'll get notified of new content when it is available. So, like I said, these are in the Walthers line. It's the Walthers Proto line. Anyone who's watched any of my videos in the past knows that I have a General Motors assembly plant on my main layout, the Monument City Terminal Division, and I thought that these would be a good addition. So, without any further ado, we will jump right into the unboxing. So I got my package in the mail today, and we're going to open it up. Got some Walthers Auto Racks here. These are from the latest. These are from the latest offering from Walthers, and I got a couple of different kinds here. This is a Walthers Auto Rack from the production run they did in the mid-90s, and these actually came as kits. So I've had this running around for quite a while, but this is what I'm going to use to compare to. So we'll start with the Southern Pacific Auto Rack and check things out. These are in the Walthers Proto line, so I suspect there will be some significant upgrades from the kits that came out so many years ago. Got instructions to go with it, with a bit of a history in there, as well as a parts list and a exploded diagram in case you happen to need it. But we will pop this out here. So I decided to purchase these because my General Motors plant will generate cars for both bi-level and tri-level auto racks. I have a relatively good selection of the tri-levels. I'm low on the bi-levels, and the ones that I do have are mostly kits and so on, so decided to pick up a couple of these to see what they're like. Judging on first look here and comparing, the detail on the panels here is certainly a lot finer. The quote-unquote holes that are in the panels are much smaller, and they have a much finer level of detail. Not quite so fine as the Intermountain versions that are out there, but the Intermountain versions also use metal sides that are etched and see-through, and the price reflects that. Those Intermountain cars go for about $90 or $100. These cars here were in the order of and so I decided to pick these up instead. So giving these an initial look, the detail is much better. So you can see here from the detail that this is open. There's detail in terms of the hinges that go there. There's chains and so on, and brake line gear here that run down the side. The steps are also, well, they're about the same. They're a little bit finer. And again, comparing the two, so the one on the bottom is the old version, the one on the top is the new version. You can see that they have done quite a bit of work to improve these from the version that came out in the 90s. And of course, that's going on 25 years now, so technology has improved significantly from that period of time. Even on the undercarriage, the brake gear and so on is much more detailed, which is quite nice. It almost looks like these doors would open, but they do not. So if we look at the ends as well, see if we can do that. The detail on those is quite a bit better as well, with depth there, whereas on the old version it was much less deep and doesn't look as realistic. The new version comes with looks like KD couplers. If they're not actual KDs, they're pretty darn close. And metal wheels. The old version, again being from the 90s, came with horn hook couplers and plastic wheels, so those always had to be replaced. So in general, the detail on this is quite nice. The printing is excellent. Again, I can compare those two down here. The printing is smaller, probably more prototypically accurate, and under magnification, pretty clear to see. So I'm pretty impressed with those. I will open up the other car. This one, of course, is the Southern Pacific model, and anyone that watched my operating session knows that the Southern Pacific cars that I have, I tend to weather pretty heavily because that's what I saw back in the day. So this nice shiny new car is going to get a pretty heavy coat of weathering. But we'll look at the Milwaukee Road car here as well. I suspect that the detail and so on will be very similar, and it is quite nice. For my era, I run 1984. The trailer train markings that are here are prototypical, rather than the TTX, the later TTX. And that was a complaint that I had about some of the auto racks that came out in the very old run. I have a Burlington Northern car that has the TTX markings, and I'm not sure that's prototypical for this car of this age, especially something that had Burlington Northern on it. But at this point in time, Walthers was not as faithful to prototypes, shall we say, as they have become in these intervening years. And I have a whole rant on that particular topic that you can check out as well. Looking at these, the increase in quality and detail, level of detail, is significant, to the point where I'm almost a little scared to run these newer ones with the older ones, because they might stick out like a sore thumb. But we'll have to see how that goes. But let's take a look at these over on the layout. So first, we've got the older cars here that I will put on the track. So that's the old run Conrail car that I had, and we'll follow it up with the Burlington Northern car. So you get a good look at those. And now we will add the Milwaukee Road car. Get just a couple. There we go. Nice view of that one, as well as the Southern Pacific car. Roll that in there to get it in. So let's take these for a ride. For this, I'm going to use the special GP40-2 that the chassis system had. It was to mark the 50th anniversary of General Motors getting into the diesel locomotive business, and they had a locomotive painted gold for the golden anniversary. So we're going to use that to move things around here. Get a good hitch. So there you have it, some additional cars that will be able to take some of the product that my General Motors assembly plant produces and take it to the market around North America. So I hope you liked this video. I plan on doing some more of these as I get things in. If you have thoughts, suggestions, or questions about this channel or about other things that I might be able to do some reviews on, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. I'm Joe Parker of the Pixel Depot. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll meet me next time in the train room.